Welcome to our Africa Tech segment. Some experts say every company operating today derives data, but many of them do not monetize it to its fullest extent. Data has value, but insights derived from data sustainability substantially increase that value. These insights can help companies figure out how it can be used in day-to-day operations to reduce costs and grow revenue. Our guest today, Obinna Anusium, CEO of NGX. He'll be discussing how companies can understand data monetization. Mr. Obinna, thank you so much for joining us on the program. For our viewers in layman terms, let's start off our discussions with the meaning of data.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for having me. So data in its simplest form is just statistics and facts that you have about anything. Right. So if a tomato is red, that's just data. And that's just it in the simplest form. Typically, people interchange information and data and use them interchangeably in different scenarios. But typically, information is derived from data. When you know certain facts and statistics and you're able to analyze them, then you can get information about the statistics or facts.
Well, what values do companies expect to achieve through the use of data?
So there are two key areas where companies can extract value from data, especially on the data monetization aspect. One is reducing expenses, right? So if you look at it from an operational standpoint, if you're able to understand what your data is telling you, identify opportunities to improve your processes internally. And by improving those processes internally, you can become more efficient and potentially reduce your expenses and drive better customer satisfaction. The other end is on the revenue side. So there are some companies that are purely revenue. So for example, Facebook, primarily a data monetization company, focuses primarily exclusively on monetizing the data for revenue, right? So monetizing that data means taking the data that you have, analyzing that data, and trying to understand the insights from that data and figure out who will be interested in that type of data. So, for example, Facebook has information about all of us. There are people out there who want to advertise to people around the world. So Facebook is able to take different pieces of data and build segmentation models and tell advertisers that I can choose who in, say, London that are interested in color blue. And people are willing to pay for that kind of information and pay a lot more than just able to reach people in London.
But how can organizations prepare for data monetization? I mean, you said a lot there. What are the ways to monetize data, actually?
So preparing for data monetization, I think first thing is to come up with a data strategy, right? What is it that you want to achieve? And then right after that, figure out what are the data sources that you have, right, internally or externally. When you identify your data sources, for example, if you look at say financial institution, they communicate with customers all the time through various touch points, social media, people walk in through the banking halls, people go through the ATMs. These are all touch points, right? But they give you different data points, and some companies store this in different data silos. So first thing you want to do is able to consolidate all your data into one place, clear data lake. Once you have that consolidated, then you need to come up with some kind of analysis or insights tool that enables you to look through the data and identify opportunities in the data. Or once you've done that, then next step will come up with an operational kind of model. Just because you have data across the company doesn't mean that it's a one-size-fits-all for different branches or different departments of the business. You need different pieces of information, right? And need different insight. So having an operational model will help determine what information data go to each department. And then after that, next thing is think about governance and compliance. In today's world, as data becomes more and more valuable, people are more aware of the value of data. There's a lot of oversight that's being introduced where government and regulatory bodies are now coming in and setting regulations that companies have to follow. So
Yeah,
being in touch with what, go ahead.
yeah, let me just ask this though. Let me just interject there. Some experts say to maximize the potential for internal and external monetization, companies should set up a data factory. Just tell us a bit about that.
Right. So a data factory simply the process that helps you automate the collection, transformation, enrichment, and analyzing of data. So basically, it's the entire process that comes from what data do I have? How do I transform that data into something that's meaningful? What can I use to enrich data? And then how can I derive it from that? So when you have that in place, you have an efficient method of grabbing data and then deriving insight from the data.
All right, then, Mr. Obina Anusiam, CEO of NGX, thank you so much for, joining us on Network Africa for Africa Tech. It's been an interesting discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.